Case U, the number 9.
Okay, we are back here on the big broadcast, coast to coast and border to border. 41 minutes after the hour, and it's just a house of cards or something. I don't know.
Well, you're a reference.
I don't know what any of these references mean. I do want to thank one of our sponsors today. Great new marketing partner here on the big broadcast, House of CC's Hot Pepper Sauces. They have the taste of savory herbs and fresh chopped homegrown peppers, which will enhance your dishes to a true southern perfection. If you love hot sauce, you can put it on everything. Then visit their website. They've also got a Kickstarter campaign over there at Kickstarter.com. It's House of CC's. And we've got more right now. And Nate from the Joy Cops with us today. We've got Gordy sitting over there on the couch. That was a fantastic song earlier there, my friend. And we have Kelsey, a.k.a. Kid Chris's doppelganger. And
literally the first time I've ever heard that in my life.
You've never... I don't know. It's an odd thing. I've got a lot of odd things rolling around in my head. So.
It's the maniacal mad scientist setup you have for a radio show. I'm really surprised there's not like Tesla coils around you.
Tesla coils.
Just beaming electric.
Twinkie says that because of all this gear over here that I'm like watching everyone all over the planet. I'm better than the NSA.
You're Big Brother?
I'm Big Brother.
The worst Big Brother ever.
Thank you, sir.
You can't even get your colloquialisms right.
I did like the what was it? The two birds reference.
The picture's worth two birds in the bush.
That's it. I'm gonna use that from now on.
Do it, man.
Everywhere I go. That's gonna be like Blowfish in a Twine Factory, Ferret in a Jello Fight, Squirrel in a batting cage, all that stuff. I know.
That sounds like a good time.
I like that.
Sounds like a good time. Yeah. Well, we used to do one when I was working at 92.7 The Zoo in Salina. We would have remotes, and I would always go, "Hey, we're gonna go out to Brother Ken. He's shaking babies and kissing hands." First time I did that, he's like, "What?"
Yeah.
And then he loved it. So then all the time he's like, Brother Ken out is shaking all the babies. So it's an odd deal.
Okay.
I don't know. We've got Michael Murphy with us today, and we were talking a little bit earlier before you got here, Nate, about some no. we were talking about Vladimir Putin and this Crimea thing.
You know what?
Do we all go shirtless for this?
Yeah.
No?
I don't think he's Putin it off. I think he's just Stalin.
Oh my God, that was horrible.
That was bad.
I haven't heard that.
Sorry. Made it up.
Nice.
Just made it up.
Said it.
It's now in the lexicon.
I assume whatever you say is still.
That'll-
It's in the annals of history.
That's right.
Thank you.
So, Michael, where do you think this Malaysian plane went? We were talking a little bit about that before we
didn't agree on
earlier.
Around somewhere.
Really?
Yep.
It's not in the black hole. Aliens didn't take it.
Nope.
It flew into a bad
Now, do you
case.
think when you say it's on the ground somewhere, do you think it crashed, or do you think they're just
No, I
hiding
think
it
it landed.
somewhere?
What I saw, when you're watching the news, you don't know how much on there is accurate.
If any of it.
Damn right.
Many of it, but early on they showed. I'm actually a retired 777 captain.
Yep.
And they showed that thing. It turned, I think, 12 minutes before the handoff to Vietnam. There's no real radar in that area. I mean, it's sort of sketchy.
Yeah.
It turned 12 minutes before it headed straight towards an identified waypoint on a track going to the north. And it left that one to another one. And then that's when it went off radar. Now, that doesn't sound to me like it was just wandering around. It went to specific points.
Yeah.
And beyond that, I don't know. But it doesn't make any sense. somebody just flew it off to the south end of the ocean until it ran out of gas.
Yeah. Well, I just find it odd that
I think it's a cover up for something bigger. Like they're just putting our attention on that. But really, there's something else going on that they don't want us to know about. Booyah.
That's just that's because you've been binge watching
Booyah.
White Collar and Burn Notice. So everything's a conspiracy.
Yeah, bro. You're not even on my side anymore.
I never
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, the thing is that people say, well, it's 777, it's a big airplane, they wouldn't be able to do anything with
Yeah.
it, yada, 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 like that.
The world's pretty
That's
big.
assuming that you are telling the truth. People file flight plans all the time. There's a lot of companies have jets and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And all you got to do is go on there, you pick a number of an airplane, file a flight plan,
Oh, really?
and go. You could say it's a 727. You could say it's whatever you want. It takes off in the dark, goes off. They talk to it. They think it's something else. Goes all the way to wherever it's going, and at the last minute it could deviate.
Wow. Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
when you,
so we can just file.
I mean, I'm retired United, and when United files, they file all that stuff factually.
Yeah.
Here's the number of the airplane. Here's how many people are on it, and everything. You could make that up, and nobody would know the difference.
Wow. Well, that gives a whole new meaning to.
See, all my White Collar and Burn Notices, it's paying off.
There you go.
TV shows
I'm
have
just
it.
going. I'm going with the odds. I'm
Yeah.
not saying 100% it's on the ground somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that that makes a little more sense to me than something else. And if it went south, there's no reason. There were something like 600 airports that could handle that airplane
Yeah.
within that area. If it circled back around to the south and then flew back over, it could be off over in Indonesia somewhere off over in there.
See, somebody said the other day, I noticed that they said, what would happen if they just all of a sudden showed up one day and asked permission to land? What would people do?
Like I said,
And I'm like, why? It doesn't have.
One landed over at Jabara.
Oh yeah, the one that landed at Jabara that
Yeah.
they just. Did they ever figure out what was the deal?
Yeah, the guy
landed at the
thought
wrong
he-
airport.
Yeah, it's just landed. There's so many runways over in Wichita. I mean, there's tons of them.
I mean, Jabbar doesn't look anything at all like Mid-Continent.
No. But I mean, if you were a big city pilot flying into Podunk, Wichita, that's probably the epicenter right over there, next to that giant field of nothing.
Giant field of nothing.
There's nothing out behind Jabara. It's all field.
That's primarily Kansas.
Yeah, that's true.
It just amazes me that you can just take it. You can just take flight plans and just file. And,
Well, if you had
Well, how many flights are there every day?
If you had an airplane and you wanted to fly,
I would be dangerous if I had an airplane. Go ahead.
if you had an airplane and you wanted to fly to Chicago, for instance,
Okay.
and you could go out and pull the thing out of the hangar at night.
Yeah.
File a flight plan. We're leaving at 9 o'clock tonight. We're going to fly up to Chicago. You file a flight plan. You say it's whatever airplane you want. You can
Yeah.
say it's a Learjet, whatever like that, and then take off with a 727 instead. It's dark. Nobody knows.
Wow.
You fly off up there, and then when you get in like that, you say you want to fly into the Sears building or whatever like that. By the time you deviate, by the time they vector you around coming in for a landing, and you just change and go over somewhere.
You
they
just
can't-
change and.
They can't
I
do
feel
anything
like we
about
all
it.
just became accessories.
Yeah, that's what I was
It's
saying.
gonna be
I've got to
and
go. I've got things to do, like not be in prison. So, yeah.
you, sir,
You got-
put a lot of thought into
Yeah.
this.
Leave my crappy signature off.
You're not gonna sign off on this.
Negative.
But everything,
I'm gonna
like I said,
join
everything, they just know what they know because that's what you told them.
Wow. I'm blown away that that's just
Jiggy,
allowed
if you
to happen.
run
It's like the Seinfeld episode. It's like the Seinfeld episode where they're trying to rent the car. I can just,
Wow, don't do it.
you can't hold the reservation, but you can just take them.
Yeah.
So this is
Rental car
like,
thing. That's a rental car. Thing.
well, rental car or whatever.
Jeez.
But I mean, you can just file flight plans for the hell of it.
Yeah.
Eh,
Of course. How many flights are there every day?
Thousands.
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, I learned something new today. Thank you, Michael.
You should try and do that
Every day, yeah, there you go.
Now, so there was no black holes, no aliens. Are they just basically, or is the news just trying to fill time with coming up with all these crazy?
They were getting really,
20 or
really
20,
sensationalist about it on the news. You know, talking about all kinds of different plots, and of course, it's always enlightening to see serious, hardcore news channels talking about their aliens and
Right.
black holes,
Yeah.
and they kept bringing up the show Lost. It's like, wow, slow news day.
Yeah,
Interesting
right.
that they always say, we don't want to speculate about what happened, and they spend 2 hours speculating.
Yeah. We don't want to speculate on what happened, but we brought some guests.
Who
And they're going to talk out of their
But
asses
in
for
my
2
opinion,
hours.
Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, and the Christmas Grinch all got together.
If you'll allow me to editorialize for
Right,
a moment.
But I digress.
That's right. That's always how it is.
I think that's a valid theory, though.
Yeah, I
Uh-huh.
think so.
Fictional
When you get it with everything
fictional
else, there can't
holiday
be any more
characters.
wrong.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
can't, you can't automatically dismiss any
You
theory.
really can. A black hole and aliens are going to be in it. Obviously, Charlie Brown and and Hey Arnold can be in some.
Hey,
All
Arnold.
of our favorite 90s characters.
The Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah, there you go.
Show up. Curious George.
Rocco's Modern Life. He's the one leading it all.
So I'm wondering if the little troll guy that was in that Twilight Zone episode that William Shatner kept seeing on the plane, does he have anything to do with this? How come they've never speculated that the troll guy
An
might have?
impression of Jim Carrey doing an impression
Oh,
of William
yeah.
Shatner.
I don't know. Was
Awesome.
It? Was it?
That's so meta,
They're
bro.
so
Like,
similar. Yeah.
Well, Michael, tell us about your latest book that you've got out there.
Well, I haven't gotten the latest one finished yet. I've had a little personal stuff going on in my life,
Yeah.
with my wife and all like that. So
Yeah.
we've been spending time with that. So I've not been able to really spend much time on it. So hopefully here in the next few months I can get rolling with it again and
That's cool.
get something going.
Well, that's cool. Well, let's do this. We're going to take another time out. When we come back, we're going to have Gordy play us another song. What we might do, since he's a Stevie Ray Vaughan guy, I just might we'll do a whole segment where Nate just throws out random Stevie Ray Vaughan songs, and you just try to play
He's already
them.
done that.
He did it earlier, but
I need you to do what he did at the Montreal Blues Fest when he got kicked off stage. Or booed off stage. That was right before David Bowie found him. Took him on his career to awesomeness. There you go.
there we go.